twice, he had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that course. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds and Vinci.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Detroit!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. play fake here on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On the run, it's Ware. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And New York set to take the field. On first down, it's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
action. Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit!
From the 50, it's Darnold. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Latulippe able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Detroit!
Third and long, it's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Darnold on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Detroit!
On second down, Darnold forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's got Curse. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Darnold from the gun. Being chased, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Darnold now on second down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Now it's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Now he's forced out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. And how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Leopard!
Allen off the play fake. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Gone. I'm here all day. Detroit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Leopard.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Darnold down to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 10 more there and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
A first down throw, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Detroit! Leopard!
Allen now, off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Allen throwing on second down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Lorenzo Malden in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Allen now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one's going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trent Murphy in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it with Mack, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Steps away to his left. Anuno's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Trent Murphy in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. To throw on second down is Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. That one goes for 36 yards. On this one, losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Forced out to his left, and he fends him off. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Let's go.
Now Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Mostert now to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. It's Darnold.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. The Bills on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, fighting off the defender. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now. Yo. I'm two on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, yo, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape from them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh.